Hi everybody. Pardon my casual attire today, but I'm still working on getting things moved in and settled in at my new office, and today was a day where I was working on that primarily. But I also wanted to share just a little bit of a training with you. Life prep lessons. For those of you that are new, it's a fairly new part of seminary. It just started this year in the early morning seminary world. And what it is it's life prep lessons. They're found at the end of your teacher's manual, down at the very bottom part of the lessons and things like that. And they're in areas like mission prep, temple prep, financial awareness and self-sufficiency, the importance of education, finding a job, all sorts of different things. A lot of the self-reliance topics have little life prep lessons and things like that. And what it is, we're going to put these in pretty much on a weekly basis in our seminary class. So along with the Come Follow Me curriculum, the Doctrinal Mastery curriculum, and the life prep lessons, that'll be what we cover in seminary. And for this week, I just wanted to share some ideas with you because I now work with a faculty of seminary teachers that have been teaching these for a year and a half, because they started here in this area as a pilot program. And so they started a year earlier. And so I asked some of them to share with me, what are some of the ideas that you have for teaching life prep lessons? And one of the answers that I got on a couple of occasions was help the students see the relevancy of these lessons through personal stories, experiences, and things like that, either of your own or you can, assign something beforehand for the students to talk to their parents and then come back with a story and things like that. Another tip that I got many times was that the curriculum really is well structured for these life prep lessons. I know a lot of teachers are kind of wary. They think, wait a minute, I'm not a mental health professional. How am I going to teach a lesson on mental health and things like that? But you don't need to be a mental health professional, because the curriculum will lay out for you what to do and the types of questions to ask, the resources to use and to present to your students and things like that. And so use the curriculum. It really is well done. I taught these lessons to my institute students a year ago, and they loved them. They really found value in them, and the curriculum overall was pretty well put together. The one thing that you might have to do with some of them is to tie them into the scriptures, and particularly tie them into the Savior a little bit more than they do. Some of them do a real good job of bringing the Savior into the discussion and making it a gospel approach to mental health, not just a lesson on mental health. I'll just give one real quick tip, that a real easy way to make sure that the Savior is part of it is to ask a question along the lines of, what would having good mental health, why would the Savior want us to have good mental health? Or, how would gaining an education help you to stay on the covenant path and to live the gospel? And so not only are these finding relevancy for the kids, but also it's bringing in the Savior and bringing in the gospel teachings. And so I hope that as you look at those lessons, I know some teachers get a little intimidated because it's not the scriptures, it's not the gospel per se that they're used to teaching, and they get a little nervous. But there's just some tips, and I'm sure I'll share more as the year goes on. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in a little bit.